Guys, so today's video is a beginner's makeup tutorial. What I mean by this is something that's really going to go in depth and tell you tips and tricks to do on how to get your best makeup application. And this video is actually requested, and I was wanting to do a video like this, so I'm glad I finally got around to doing it. So I love all of your suggestions. If you have any more, don't forget to leave those in the comments down below. And yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and stop talking and get right into this makeup look. Hey guys, so I've already done my eyebrows because I have an entire video dedicated to the brows, and I will link that down below so you guys can go ahead and check that out. And I do have hair, it's just up in a bun right now because nobody wants to see this down right now. It's a bad hair day. First things first, you always want to start off with a clean face. This will help prevent getting acne and blackheads and just the greasiness throughout the day. So make sure you use a face wash and you moisturize before you start on your makeup. This is a very important part because if you have dry patches on your skin, foundation will cling to them and your makeup won't look the same. So I really recommend washing your face well and moisturizing it before you start on your makeup. Next, I always recommend a primer because this will help smooth out your skin, help everything blend together, and it will make your makeup application that much better. So today I will be using the Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser by Maybelline. And this is actually one of my favorite primers that is at the drugstore because it is an incredible price for the quality of product that you get. Now, when it comes to foundation, when you're starting out with makeup, you don't want to go full coverage if you don't need it. Like for my skin, I really don't need full coverage. I really typically just use like a light coverage foundation or a BB cream or a water-based foundation or even like a mousse or something because I feel like I don't need it in all of the places that some other people might need it. So if you have acne-prone skin or something like that, I would use maybe like the e.l.f. Acne Fighting Foundation because I've heard really great things about that and it is full coverage. I'm going to use the BB Cream by Garnier and mine is the Fairlight one. And this is just great for an everyday foundation, especially in the summertime because it gives you protection from the sun and it also gives you that nice flawless skin. Now, if you have dark circles, which I do have some dark circles, I am going to go ahead and cover this up with concealer. This is something that I would definitely recommend doing because it just brightens up your face, makes you look more awake, and gives you that even more flawless skin, even if you just use a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and use the Conceal RX Concealer by Physicians Formula. And typically when you do concealer, you want to do it almost like an upside down triangle on your face. So you want it to go into the inner corner, down the side of your nose, and up on your cheekbone. So that way you don't just have like this half moon shape underneath your eye. The triangle helps blend it out. And I typically do it around my mouth as well. Also, I use it some to highlight my face. Then I'm just going to buff it out using the same sponge I used earlier. Also, using a damp sponge can really help pick up that extra makeup that you don't need on your face to where you don't get that cake face makeup and to where it looks more like your skin, and it also helps prevent from creasing in your makeup. So that's why I would recommend a sponge for a beginner with makeup. And one thing you cannot forget to do with your face makeup is to set it with a powder. A lot of people will overlook this and then their face can get like greasy and streaky and really sink into their pores. So I always recommend setting it with a powder. And I'm going to be setting mine using the Fit Me powder by Maybelline. So now setting my concealer using the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit, and I'll be taking the vanilla shade. This is really just going to brighten up the under eye area and really prevent that concealer from creasing. I'm going to use a light bronzer. This helps to where you can really build up what it's going to look like and to where it's not so harsh right away and you can really control it and really learn how to use bronzer. So to do this, I'm going to use the Physicians Formula bronzer, and this is just from their organic wear line. It's their 100% natural origin bronzer in Peachy Glow Bronze Organics. So that is the one that I will be using today, and it just has a just nice, very subtle bronze to it, but you can build it up. So I'm just going to go ahead and use this one. To bronze, you typically don't want to bring it too far into your face because this can make it look muddy, and you want to keep it in this general area, stopping before you hit the corner of your eye. So you're just going to try to create almost a shadow underneath. Well, not almost a shadow, you're going to try to recreate that. And really bronze it up. It doesn't have to be harsh because it is bronzer, not contour, so just bronze up that hollow of your cheek. And if you're still not sure where to put it, suck in your face like a fish. That line right there is where you'll put it. And then also along your temples. And you can put it on the top of your forehead if you have a larger forehead as well. And don't forget to blend it down your neck. Now blush is another thing that you're going to want to have a light hand on because it can be very intense if you use too much of it. So again, start out with a very small amount and work your way up. You're going to put blush in this area, blending it into your contour, just to give you a natural flush. See? Now on to eyes. I always prime my eyes with either a concealer set with powder or an eyeshadow primer because this is very important to how long your eyeshadow will last, and you don't want it to crease off halfway through the day, so I definitely recommend using an eyeshadow primer. I'm just going to go in with my MAC Soft Ochre Pink Pot because this is just my favorite. It covers up all the veins on my eyelids and it stays, and it's been my favorite primer. So I'm just going to go ahead and stick to my favorites. Okay, so when it comes to eyeshadow, I know there's all of the fun colors and everything that you can use to play with makeup, but if you're first starting out, I would definitely recommend starting with just basic things because colors, if not done right, can look really messy. So I would recommend practicing with colors before you'd actually wear them somewhere. So I personally would recommend the Maybelline The Nudes palette. This is a palette that has 10 shades. They're all neutral colors, and it's got a mixtures of matte and shimmer, and there's anywhere from light to darker, so you really have a lot of options with this, and it is only $10. There's also a Brights palette and a Blushed Nudes palette. I've not tried either of those, but I do like this palette, and I would definitely recommend it to anybody starting out with makeup. So for my lid color, I'm just going to be going into an LA Colors eyeshadow palette. This was just like $1, I think, at the Dollar General. So I'm just going to go in with this one down here, and I'm going to put this all over the lid, avoiding the inner corner. Now when it comes to blending eyeshadows, you really want to start lighter and work your way dark. You don't want to go ahead and just put on like straight up black on your face because that turns into a nightmare. So just start out with lighter shades and then work your way to the darker ones. So I'm just going to go ahead and go in with this transition shade right here and just buff this into my crease. Then I'm going to go up into this darker shade up here and then build up that color. Now moving to a smaller brush so I can get more concentrated blending. And you don't want to leave the lower lash line bare because it can make your eyes look uneven. So even if it's just blending like the transition shade underneath or just any shade, it doesn't really matter. You just want it to tie the look together. So I'm going to be going in with the same colors that we put in our crease on my lower lash line. And again, avoiding the inner corner. Then I'm going to take this light shade and highlight my inner corner, and I'm going to take this matte shade and highlight my brow bone. Now for the scary part of makeup, eyeliner. Now the thing is with eyeliner, there's several different ones out there, but when you're first starting out with makeup, I would not recommend using a liquid eyeliner because that can be very messy very quickly, and that is very hard to clean up. So I would not recommend a liquid eyeliner of any sort until you get comfortable using something like a gel. A gel eyeliner you can have more control with because it is a brush and you can really carve out where you're going to put your wing. Or I would even recommend putting an eyeshadow down first, just a dark eyeshadow, and then going over top with a gel eyeliner just where you can get the shape down of what it's going to look like. And in order to get the eyeliner even, I typically go from my lower lash line and just extend towards the end of my eyebrow. Then you bring it down to connect it. You just will bring it across and connect it in with your eyelashes. Okay, so using the gel eyeliner, I'm just going to carve out where I'm going to put this. Again, like I said, if you are worried in any way, go ahead and use like a medium colored eyeshadow, maybe even like a light colored eyeshadow just to start out and try this. But with eyeliner, it's something that just takes practice to get it absolutely perfect. So I even struggle with it sometimes, but I would definitely recommend using a gel. And another thing you can do is put tape down, but since I already have my face makeup on and also the eyeshadow there, it would take that off, and I don't want to do that, but that is also an option you can do, and then you can just fix your makeup afterwards. So first, drawing a line extending up, then bringing it back down to the lid, and then filling that wing in. And you want to make sure to go all the way to your lashes. Then if you would like to put eyeliner on your under eye area, I would not recommend putting it underneath your lashes because it makes it a lot easier for it to fall down, and then you have a gap in between your eyelashes and your eye, like this empty space. So if you're going to put an eyeliner down, I'd recommend putting it on your waterline. And how you're going to do this is you're just going to gently pull here, and then it will reveal your waterline, and then you can just line along that. Be careful not to poke your eye when you're doing this. It sounds scary, but really it's not that bad as long as you are careful. So I'm just going to go ahead and line my waterline using a black eyeliner pencil, and this one is by Rimmel. It is their Scandalized Waterproof Eyeliner. For mascara, my favorite one that I have tried thus far, which I have tried lots and lots of mascaras, let me tell you, but I really like the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. It is, I think, $7.50 at the drugstore, and I don't have a problem with it transferring underneath my eye, which that is a common issue that I have with my mascaras. And this one is also very buildable. It is, I just really like the formula and the consistency of this. To prevent getting it from up here, tilt your head back and slightly open your eyes just to where you can get right down to your eyelashes without getting it everywhere. And if you do get it on your eyelid, all I do is I wait for it to dry, then I will just take a Q-tip and rub over the area, and it will flake right off because it's not meant to stick to your skin, it's meant to grip to eyelashes. So that's just a quick tidbit. If you do get it on your skin, make sure you let it dry before you try to take it off. So a couple things too with lips is when you use a lipstick or a lip gloss or something, you want to make sure that your lips have no dry skin on them because your lipstick will cling to that and it won't look the best. So either exfoliate your lips before to where you have no dry skin, and if you don't have any dry skin on your lips that's noticeable, just make sure you put on a chapstick before you apply all of your lip products. Okay, so if you are just starting out with makeup, I would typically just recommend a lip gloss because it's just easy. You don't have to worry about being perfect with it. It's not something that, like, if it starts to come off, that you have to reapply throughout the day and you have to be worried about it. So I would just recommend using a lip gloss, and my favorite lip gloss to just throw on would be the NYX Butter Gloss in Creme Brulee. This is one of my favorite lip glosses. I wear this all the time on a daily basis, so if you're looking for something to use every day, I would definitely recommend this. Okay guys, so this is the finished look, and if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and also click that subscribe button down below so you can see new videos every week. I really hope this video helped you if you are struggling with anything, and if you still have questions or are self-conscious about doing anything, don't forget that makeup is fun. You can break rules with it. You can do all sorts of colors. It's a way to express yourself. It's almost like an art form. So don't forget to always be you when you're doing your makeup. This is all just suggestions and just different tips and tricks that I learned and that I thought I would share with you guys. Don't forget to follow my Facebook page, my Pinterest, and my Instagram. I will have names of all of those down below, and you can tag me in pictures if you recreate any of my looks, or if you want me to recreate a look, you can always tag me in that, you know, whatever. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and say bye because I think I told you everything. So yeah, I love you guys so much. I will see you in next week's video. Bye!